Hi there. Are you a parent concerned about your child's relationship with the mirror? Either spending too much time in front of the mirror or avoiding mirrors altogether? This is one of the most common questions that I get asked by parents, and I want to talk about a little bit about that and give some solutions on how you can have that conversation. Please keep in mind that every child is different, and one behavior alone does not necessarily mean that they have body dysmorphia. But if it's a concern for you and you want to have that conversation, this is one of the things that you can do. So, mirror avoidance, that's when you notice that your child does just not want to be in mirrors. You might notice that they cover mirrors, so they just avoid the reflection at all times. Um, Mirror gazing is more like looking at a mirror at all times. You might notice they spend hours, in the bathroom looking at mirrors, or they always have a mirror with them. And if they don't have access to that particular mirror, they get anxious. So, due to the fact that mirror gazing or mirror avoidance are rooted in safety measures, this can be a difficult conversation to have with your child because they already feel vulnerable about it. Not only that, but they feel uncomfortable about the things they're feeling uncomfortable about. So, it's not always a pleasant conversation to have. So, what I would recommend is come in with the approach of openness. First, try to connect with your child the best way that you know how. Once you have connected, if it's a comfortable place to talk about it, you can bring it up and say, hey, I've noticed that, you're avoiding mirrors, or I've noticed that you're spending a lot of time looking at mirrors. Is this something can we talk about? Especially if you're feeling that they're feeling distraught about it. Have an open conversation where you're not judging what they're doing. It's more about listening to how they're feeling. So when they're able to open up, validate their feelings. Now, validating their feelings is not validating what they're feeling uncomfortable about. Validating their feelings is I validate how you feel. So if they say, I feel uncomfortable because of X thing about my body, validate, I'm sorry that you're feeling uncomfortable about this, but not necessarily come back and say, like, oh, it's all in your head, or don't say things like it's not as noticeable as you think, or compare them to other people. Like, that's the last thing that they need, because that's their constant, that their constant is comparing to other people or feeling, that they can measure up or not measure up. It's important for your child to feel heard and understood. So I would absolutely try to avoid coming up with solutions immediately or getting into arguments or telling them that it's in their head. You want to hear them out and you want to validate their feelings. Once you've done that, what you want to do is you want to ask them how they think would be a good solution so they don't feel the way that they're feeling, and listen to what they have to say. Keep in mind that everyone's solutions are going to be a little bit different. We're all different. So what you might think would be a good solution for them might not be one for them. And at the end of the day, what you want to do is you want to have that safety relationship with your child so that they feel comfortable sharing with you. Of course, suggest, what you think would be good ideas as well. See how they respond to it, or if they would feel comfortable doing any kind of therapy so that they no longer feel this way. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer them, and I'll continue to post content like this so that I can give you guys ideas on how to work with your child that could be possibly suffering from body dysmorphia.